Hey guys, so hey, let's face it, when it comes to your business, keeping your business alive and running, quite frankly, it's a balancing act. There are many components that you have to juggle every day, and no one knows this better than you. Your customers, your financial aspect, potential investors, all of that is something that you have to juggle. But what about your employees? Let's talk about your employees for just a moment. How would you define your company's culture? Regarding your employees as your number one asset, that should go hand in hand with your company's mission. And having a culture that is centered around your employees means recognizing the valuable talent within your groups. It also means you're attracting the best and retaining the best as you become known for being the best. We know that great managers recognize the value and significance of investing in training and motivation. So let me ask you this: what does your initial training look like? Is it consistent for each new employee? Do you have a standard? And what about ongoing training? Once you have a great team in place, what are you doing to keep it that way? Are your employees offered classes on certain skills that will improve their performance, that will help them succeed? Do you celebrate certain milestones with your employees? Do you offer them a chance to get together and bond and recharge through motivation? When you put your employees first, you will find a dedication that will follow you anywhere, regardless of any challenges or any changes that your company makes. My name is Randa Davis. I started Corporate Talk in May 2016 after, I guess you could call it retiring early, with a very wonderful Fortune 500 company known for their employee-oriented culture. That would be Quick Trip Corporation, who is also known for excellent customer service. So they've been able to master both. Now, during my almost 20 years, I held many positions, and that experience offered me a great deal of training with other great companies as well, such as Dale Carnegie, James Bird Guess, Gallup, just to name a few. I know what it takes to make happy employees. I know what it takes to make committed employees. And best of all, I know what it takes to keep them that way. Corporate Talk offers all of your corporate training needs. I think that once you've established your core values and your mission, it's so important to reiterate the meaning of those values as part of your ongoing training. But other things will arise as well, such as addressing conflict resolution, certain generational differences, gender differences, maybe just time management, project management skills. All of those things would be considered corporate training. And then, of course, the vast importance of professional networking. That's one that I think should be a part of everybody's corporate training. One of my absolute favorites would be Strengths Finder. This is through Gallup. And this really combines corporate training and motivation all in one. With over 40 years of science behind this assessment, accuracy is definitely an understatement. And the way this one works, each member's innate talents are revealed and discussed one-on-one. This is through an online assessment. Once I know your top 5 talents, I will meet with each individual one-on-one for about an hour and explain what those talents mean both professionally and personally. Then we come together as a group and we discuss each of those talents and how we can develop those into strengths and what that means for communication overall within the group. As one example, let's say you discover someone on your group has the talent futuristic. And wow, this is a really, really great one. Someone with futuristic is a natural visionary. They paint pictures of potential possibilities, very innovative, full of anticipation. So you can imagine someone on your group with this talent and what they could do for your overall strategic planning. Once you learn the talents within your groups, as a manager, delegating becomes less about title or position and more about working within those that you know have these natural strengths and talents. And studies have shown if we're doing something that falls along those lines, we're going to be 6 to 7 times more productive. Now, sometimes a breakdown occurs within the group and the underlying training need is not always obvious. It might require a training needs analysis or an assessment. And by working alongside your management, I can help with that. Once we know the need, we can choose the best method of delivering training or retraining. I also offer train the trainer programs for designated trainers within your groups. And this is an extensive class. It offers everything from presentation skills to how to determine return on investment for each department and how to tie that back to your company's strategic plan. Now, one new development are my Lunch and Learn monthly specials. Be on the lookout for these. We'll have a different topic every month. And the great thing about this is the price for only $300, regardless of the size of the group. You can take advantage of that particular topic for that month. And it's a great way to introduce my presentation style and speaking style before we move on to a larger training venue. Now check this one out. I'm very excited about the fact that I now have the ability to offer my services exclusively to your company for up to 20 hours per week. So basically, I'm on call for you. So if perhaps you don't have a full-time HR representative or someone that is that oversees your training and development, or maybe you have something that's seasonal, I am on call for you, and this includes research, materials, presentations. It could be interviewing. Perhaps you need to roll out a new policy to all of the company. Consider bringing me in to help with the communication or presentations. Or maybe you would like to streamline your initial training. I can do that, again, by working alongside your management. So I'm basically on call for you. You can use my services, like I said, for research if you need someone to really dig into a specific topic. Take advantage of the connections, of the knowledge, and the extensive resources that I have. Here's the best part. You're billed monthly. So it's billed over the duration of your contract. This makes it much easier on your budget, and discounts do apply for longer durations. I also have a new series exclusive to Corporate Talk, and this is called Incorporate and Exemplify an Employee-Oriented Culture. This series includes topics such as culture-driven interviews, recognizing and tracking internal talent, successful initial training, ongoing training, and employee motivation. This is a series that can also be implemented over a contracted period and paid monthly, as we just talked about, so it makes it much easier on your budget. I offer public speaking coaching. And if there's one thing I've learned over the years, hey, even the best speakers were not born that way. So everybody can benefit from this. And you might be surprised to learn that that really is true. Just about everybody, not just speakers, benefit from public speaking coaching. Of course, it's a valuable asset for anyone within your group who presents. But also think about those who just need to sharpen their presentation skills, maybe for meetings. Maybe for trainers, or maybe for your managers. I offer coaching to improve content. I offer coaching to sharpen presentation skills, or both. And I offer coaching to individuals, or we can do groups. My training combines, of course, my many years experience presenting to a company of 20,000 over various topics, including, welcome to the retirement plan, to new healthcare policies, to something as small as first aid orientation. And I combine not only what I've learned through Quick Trip, but also through the Dale Carnegie Public Speaking Mastery, and also the official TED Guide to Public Speaking. So it's a very unique approach. It's not at all trying to change who you are as a presenter, but how do we tap into your natural energy and your natural ability and make that even better. I record you over the training, and that is so that you can visually see what needs to be worked on, but also so you can visually track your progress. And those recordings, of course, are meant for your eyes only. It's not shared with the class. But having that visual is a really great way to see your progress. In the next few weeks, I will introduce weekly podcasts as a means to bring Tulsa professionals together. So we'll come together to discuss common corporate subjects. We'll share our personal experiences, our professional experiences, and I'll also introduce unique companies and also unique employees that are all over our great city. And if you think about it, we use peer-to-peer resources for just about everything these days, from borrowing money to shopping to farming. So why not use it to share our knowledge and experience and help other local professionals grow and develop as well. And lastly, even the most cohesive teams need time to bond. And I will tell you, sometimes it's simply a matter of keeping a happy group, just that, keeping them happy. Other times there's an apparent need to motivate. So regardless of the reason, Corporate Talk has partnered with the Majors Downtown to offer a great employee motivation or a team building package. And it's right here in the heart of downtown. So you would start with me for team building, either on location, or we can use my office right here in downtown at 3rd and Boston. And you would finish with a show at the BOK Center, or perhaps an Oilers game, or maybe a Drillers game. All of this at a group rate. I'm also able to plan and coordinate for you, so that makes it much easier on you. Or we can set up everything at one venue. If you'd like to just go to the BOK Center, we can set up training and the event all at one venue, or perhaps One Oak Field with the Drillers game, and then you could take in those breathtaking views of downtown Tulsa. The reason for these partnerships is so that I can offer that amazing motivational experiences, because one thing I've learned over the years is that when you motivate teams by getting them together in such a great environment, and you have these team building activities, and you end it with a really great event like that, that's an experience that will always be remembered. So that is everything that Corporate Talk offers, and that's a very wide variety of training and development. So I know because of the wide variety, I can meet your employees' needs regardless of the need. All my training is centered around the belief that your employees are your number one asset. And if you invest in your employees, you'll discover a loyalty that will follow you anywhere. Again, you'll be able to retain the valuable talent that you already have. You'll be able to attract the best, because you will start to become known as being the best. Call or go online today. I would love to speak with you about how we can work together to grow your employees. Thank you.